The magic of hands. The thunderous power of a spike.
I like that from Kochi.
The immovable strength of a block.
That's how you look. And that is how you shock.
On PVL's court, every story is written by hand.
From Kochi. That is the rocket side.
Tonight, those hands will redefine magic. Two massive matches, one epic night. The Kerala Derby. Kochi's fire meets Calicut's ice. First up, it's the mind of Delhi versus the heart of Goa.
Prince!
Whose hands will do the magic? The show starts now. Your hands should be on your cup of coffee as you get set for a thrilling Sunday evening with two matches. The first one featuring two very inconsistent teams but very exciting, entertaining teams, the Delhi Toofans versus the Goa Guardians. And then we'll have the Kerala Derby, Kochi Blue Spikers versus the Calicut Heroes. It promises to be a cracking Sunday evening for all of you watching us on the Sony Sports Network as well as on YouTube. 6 languages available for all of you to enjoy the coverage. 28 matches, 17 days, and we're not done. Last night was an absolute cracker, and I've been joined by two firecrackers in the studio who've become half Indian already. Diwali celebrations, guys, began last night with what was an explosive game, and I personally am still reeling from what we saw Hyderabad do to the Torpedoes. Crazy. It was mental, was it not?
Yeah, it's been mental, but first of all, where are our mithais?
She's asking for mithais already.
I don't have here, Louis.
Yeah, and wait till you see us tomorrow as well, by the way.
Carla, I'll tell you what.
Surprise.
I got 2 kgs of mithais and that guy gobbled them all. He ate them away.
Yeah, if you leave anything around me, it doesn't last long.
Yep.
As you know.
It's again all about food.
But wait till you see us tomorrow. Wait till you see us tomorrow. We'll be in, true spirit.
Something special loading at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow on Sony and on YouTube. But that game last night, Carla, just showed us the level that this league can reach. Full credit to both teams. No shame in losing a game like this. Both teams gave us a game worth remembering forever. Was it not?
Yes, right. And still the Torpedoes have left some potential, and still it was a high quality game. I think for everybody it was fun to watch, for us, for everybody at home and the people in the stands, and it's been a great match to watch.
Yeah, are you kidding me? The two teams that were unbeaten until last night both lose on the same evening to teams who are improving all the time. Fair play to Hyderabad. They were gutsy. They had to be gutsy. We don't know if that's going to be enough to help them get them in the final 4, but they put in a fine performance last night. And the Torpedoes, maybe it's a good time to lose. And for Mumbai, maybe it's a bit of a reality check before going into the final 4.
Well, who is going to make it through to the semi-finals is a big question that everyone's asking. We've brought up some mathematicians as well to figure who goes through. Bengaluru already have that Q next to their name, but spot 2, 3 and 4 could look very different at the end of the league stage. This is going to be mad stuff. Now, tonight, the first game features the teams at number 6 and number 7. Both teams have 2 wins each. However, where Goa find themselves with only 2 wins, 4 losses, 8 points as well. Unfortunately for Goa, they have only 1 game left, and that means that if they lose, they go out. I have to say, Goa have been one of the most entertaining teams. We've thoroughly enjoyed watching the likes of Chirag and Prince as well, who, by the way, comes from Haryana. He keeps reminding us. And from Haryana, yes, you are. But Goa has been a sensational addition to this league. They've been the newest, happiest member of this Prime Volleyball League family. And so we thought we'll get the wonderful Roy Thatte to talk to someone from the Goa Guardians family. But your first impressions, Louis, of this Goa side? They've come in and they've taken to the court like fish to water.
Yeah, I've absolutely loved watching them. They've come into this game going, you know what, we're going to serve our hearts out. We're going to battle for everything. I think they got really unlucky early on because they lost a couple of 3-2s. Remember that game against Bengaluru? If that goes the other way early on in a small season, they might catch fire, confidence goes up, but as it's gone on, they still have an outside chance this evening.
Yep.
But I've loved what they're about. I love what their franchise is about and what they bring to the league, and long may it continue.
Yeah, you know, that loss in that last game against Hyderabad Blackhawks, they were in a scenario where they had, if they'd won that one and tonight, they might have been on a rocket to the top. It might have just worked out. It's not a bad team at all. It's just about some moments not going their way, sadly, right?
Yes, we would say in Germany, hätte Fahrradkette. It means of, yeah, we can talk for whatever. You know. So it's about now. They have to deliver. They have another chance. We have to say.
Yeah.
And with all the errors last time, they can just be better. And I hope Menzel is back, that he's fine and on court, and they need him.
And possibly she might get an autographed jersey from her favorite player, Prince. If they win tonight, he'll be in a good mood, he'll be smiling, and maybe you'll get that jersey that you've been yearning for. Right, now young Arohi Thatte is ready, and she's talking to the owner of the newest member of this Prime Volleyball League family. Take it away, Arohi.
The night of make or break for the Goa Guardians, and joining us tonight is Mr. Raju Chekuri, who's the owner of Goa Guardians. Firstly, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, your journey has been quite interesting, similar to Goa Guardians. The journey from boardroom to the volleyball court, how interesting has that been for you?
Extremely interesting and satisfying. Because I used to play a lot of sports, and anytime anyone ever asked me, what do you like to do in your life? Just play. And I took a detour, work through my way, and be able to kind of have a team like this, play in India, giving back to India. Love to make volleyball in India, one of the top sports, if possible.
So, interesting is another fact that you are from Hyderabad, but your heart and team is from Goa. So how's that balance been, being here in your home native and cheering for Goa?
I'm actually, though I'm from Hyderabad, I grew up in Orissa for a little while. I was in Gujarat for a number of years. I've been in the US for the last 39 years. Goa for the last 4 or 5 years. I'm attempting to get into Goa a little bit. So I guess I'm all over India, and I feel like the world knows India and the world knows Goa as well. So Goa is very neutral, beautiful place, phenomenal. It looks like West Coast of North America. Beaches and all. Hopefully it'll become a powerhouse in volleyball.
Talk about neutral. All the neutrals in the stadium have actually sided with Goa at some point or other during their journey in the game. But so has your organization and their employees. How have they felt coming here watching Goa Guardians play?
We have an incredible team behind the scene trying to make all this work. It starts with our general manager, Arup, and the whole coaching staff, and the marketing team, events team and all. And we're kind of really activating volleyball in Goa quite a bit. So a lot of fans traveling from Goa out here, and a lot of the Goans here are coming out here. And of course, a lot of the Hyderabadi fans also love Goa, right? So I think we're very happy that we're getting a great amount of fans. And we happen to have a company here called Net and Ridge. So almost every game, we have a couple of people from Net and Ridge coming here as well. So we've been good.
Well, it is an important day for you today. All the best for today, and thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks to PVL. This could be our final game, or we sneak into semis, God knows. Good luck to Delhi. I felt that PVL did an amazing job hosting this. You all kind of made us all comfortable here. Great commentators, great coaches, great teams. I'm surprised. I thought Bombay was going to run away, Bangalore was going to run away, but everyone came back. The way Hyderabad was playing, Chennai came back up, and Ahmedabad was playing great. So I think it's good for Indian volleyball. So I'm very proud of the teams and being part of it. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this partnership with you as well. Hopefully we do a Prime Volleyball League in Goa. What do you think, Manish?
Absolutely. You're all welcome. We'll try to do that soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you.
Well done, Arohi. You stole the words from my mouth. And a league in Goa, a month in Goa would be fabulous. Now, wonderful man Raju Chekuri referred to how this could be their last game. But what if things pan out like this? Now, this is the only way Goa can qualify for the semi-finals. They need to beat Delhi 3-0 or 3-1 tonight. They also need Kolkata to beat Hyderabad by the same margin. Mumbai needs to beat Chennai by the same margin. And then Delhi needs to beat Kolkata by any result. And that is the only way for Goa to go through. It's looking a bit difficult, I suppose. Lessons for Goa to not leave it to the rest. That man has gone mad. He never did well in math class. So we'll let that scenario be. Let's talk about the game at hand. Players can't be thinking of mathematics when they take the court. We've got to talk about your favorite player, everyone's favorite player, in fact, Goa star middle blocker Prince, a 26-year-old from Haryana. How good has he been? And clearly has a bright future over the next 7 or 8 years for this franchise and in this league as well. Prince
is a very good blocker, so he's leading the board of the best blockers in the league. And he's shown not just one match, he's shown all the matches that he deserves to be there.
Yeah, he's blocked so well. He's a bit of a leader for this team as well. The one thing I'd say, this is a bit of an Achilles heel for this team overall with Goa, is that he's overall the 11th best middle in the league, so he's the best blocker, but he's the 11th best for his position, which is telling me his hitting efficiency is low, and he could come to the party with a few more things like his serving.
Take a look at that. One big hope with their offense especially is Chirag Yadav on this RR Kabil top 5 attackers list. Now, they do want offensive production from Chirag Yadav, but they also need him to serve well. In that game against the Blackhawks Hyderabad, where they lost 3-1, it was a must-win game, a terrible day at work for Chirag and the Goa Guardians. That service error issue continues to be a needle in the way for a lot of the teams, Louis. 7 service errors in that game, not acceptable.
Yeah, not acceptable. He'll know that. He knows his game and he knows his role within this team, so he's going to know that he has to bring it this evening. I'm sure it's going to be there. For me, he is one of the all-round players in this league. I love him from an IQ perspective, from his understanding of the game. I feel like he's a little bit further along in his understanding and his decision making. The one thing I would say also, just letting him down a little bit, is in transition.
Yeah.
So when the ball's in rally, he's only putting away 11% of the ball, which if you compare that to Berrios, who we'll talk about in a minute, I'm sure, it's not in the same.
Right, Berrios we'll talk about on commentary, but the Delhi Toofans, it's pretty simple for them. You win both your games, 3-0, 3-1, you go through. And you've also got to be careful about when you call for the super point. It's something that's troubled coaches as well. A super point, Scapian super point is one that can be called for once before the team reaches 12 points, and it gives you 2 points instead of 1. And the Bank of Baroda Super, so that's what I think Chirag was aiming for. He couldn't get it up, but if you do and any opposition player does not touch it, you get 2 for the price of 1. Quick predictions, guys. Delhi, Goa, who's going through? And by what margin?
3-1 Goa.
Oh, I was going to say that. So I'm going 3-1 Goa as well. Because I think that Delhi are struggling off the back of that last performance. It was poor, and I think Goa, it's now or never. So it should be now for them.
Goa, normally known for chill. Tonight they'll be known for thrill. I'm predicting a 3-0 for Goa. Should be a fun one. Just stir the pot a little bit, make the other games interesting, exciting. That's what's coming up. The Delhi Toofans versus the Goa Guardians. Match 29 coming to you live from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad on Sony and on YouTube. See you then.
Hello and welcome to Season 4 of RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. In game number 1 tonight, the teams have everything to play for. Every point, every rally, every set could make all the difference. Get ready for Delhi Toofans versus Goa Guardians. Delhi Toofans won the toss and picked a side. Now let's welcome our referees of the match today. First referee, Mr. Noorzan Omirzak. Second referee, Mr. Saurabh Rokade. And technical official, Mr. Ajit Singh.
ascent of the RR Carbon Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia, where Delhi Toofans take on the Goa Guardians, who are playing their last encounter. It's match number 29 coming to you live from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad. These two teams are on the lower echelons of this mid-table clash, and Goa and Delhi have won 2 games apiece. However, Goa, by virtue of their 5-set encounters, are on 8 points. Delhi are on 7 points but have an extra game to spare. Time now for the introduction of both the teams. Sarthak Lal is down there in the tunnel to welcome them.
We are now truly in the business end of the league stage. Do the debutants still have a chance to make it to the top 4? We shall find out today. Come on in, the Goa Guardians!
In their very first season at the RR Carbon Prime Volleyball League, the Goa Guardians have acquired for themselves a reputation as the marathon men. They have played an unusually high number of 5-setters, but when they won big. Sample their 3-0 victory against the Kolkata Thunderbolts. However, that was followed by a disappointing reversal in 4 sets against the Hyderabad Blackhawks. In this last league encounter, they will hope that they still have some game time left, but for that, a number of things need to go their way. But for starters, Chirag Yadav needs to get his service radar right, and Prince will have to get his blocking act right as well.
Sakleen Tariq and team strongly believe that they can storm into the top 4. Let's welcome the Delhi Toofans!
The Delhi Toofans have been the exact opposite of the Goa Guardians. They have preferred the sprint to the marathon. They have played 3 sets in all but their opening game defeat against the Ahmedabad defenders, where they went down in 5 sets. But beat, win or lose, they haven't taken more than 3 sets. Sakleen Tariq and his men will be smarting from that 3-0 loss against the Chennai Blitz, and they have much to play for. They have an efficient attack rate. They have a smart complement of players as well, with the likes of Anu James providing the impetus with his left-handed striking ability. Sakleen Tariq will be counted upon to deliver some exquisite sets. Anand has been the best libero by far in the league, so they have the goods. Will he make it count? And with the,
requesting all those who can stand to please rise for the Indian national anthem.
నేషనల్ యాంథమ్ కోసం అందరూ దయచేసి నించోవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Well, the games have been coming thick and fast over the past 3 weeks, but now it's very much business time. For the Goa Guardians, they must win 3-0, 3-1 ideally to give themselves a chance. For the Delhi Toofans, everything is within their reach. 2 wins will seal it for them. 3-0, 3-1 again would be very helpful. But whilst we can talk about all of the probabilities, we always have to expect the unexpected, because this league has constantly surprised us, intrigued us and excited us night in, night out. Delhi won the toss and they chose the side, which is telling me every evening the side is being chosen over the serve or receive. One big change in the Delhi lineup is that Annie James comes back in for George Anthony. George Anthony struggling in the pass a couple of evenings ago. Ayush starts in the middle alongside Mohamed Jasmine, and Jesus Troyo will be looking to a bit of a return to form. He was taken off and put on the bench after not finding his best. Carlos Berrios is the best. He is actually the best outside in the competition at the moment in terms of passing and spiking and those skills combined. Manoj there will be looking for a bounce back, one would think, after that last loss to the Chennai Blitz, where they were blitzed. He would love to get back in the Final Four and make a second consecutive final. The Goa Guardians, look who's back! Jeffrey Menzel back in the starting lineup after recovering from an eye infection that kept him out for 2 games. Rohit Yadav, one of the best servers in the league, but he'll be looking to try and find his hitters. Prince, Shiran, Dushyant and Nathaniel Dickinson, they have enough talent when it comes to attackers. The question is, can Rohit find the attackers well enough for them to be successful? There's the coaching team. TC Jyotish, former captain of India, and Ryan Meehan is next to him all the way from the States. Let's see how Goa approach this game this evening. It's going to go one of 2 ways for me. Noor Jahan, the first referee. Hope he's having a good time. His first time refereeing here in India. And the second referee. Oh, we have a new name here. Saurabh Rokta. As we haven't seen him out there this season, so good to have the youngsters there. Annie James back in, and welcome to the Prime Volleyball League. Every night is an absolute blast. Louis Lett with you here, and I am joined as always by Manish Batavia and Carla Borger, 2-time Olympian and the voice of volleyball. Good evening, guys. Another big evening for this league.
Good evening, everybody home.
The race is getting intense as we move towards the business
It's
end
a
of
big
the
show
tournament.
tonight, huh?
Semis is
They
just a
need
few
to
days
win
away.
another
Tonight
match
clash
to
is
stay
super
still
important. So with me,
in to get any chance
10,
of making it to the semis.
8.
Both teams need a win, Manish. One team will be heartbroken, one team will still have the hope.
Goa have a very bleak chance of going through, but they've got to end their campaign. Even if it were to end tonight, they've got to end it with a win. Delhi need to win both 3-0 or 3-win. If they do that, they qualify. That's how simple it is. I'd love to see Goa's attitude on court tonight. Do they go all guns blazing? Are they going to be a bit tentative? Will they think about the losses and rue them? Or do they say, let's end it on a high. Let's go out with a flash. After what we've seen last night, we're used to seeing 5-set thrillers, and that's a good start. And who's that man?
Prince Charming ending this long rally. For the first rally in the match, I would say it's a really long one with great net and ridge super defenses.
Yeah, if you look at the teams, the service is strong from Goa, and that's been why they're playing well. They're the strongest serving team, but their hitting efficiency hasn't quite been there. So they need to learn how to kill the ball a bit earlier on in the rally.
Oh, I think Rohit just started too early his serve. So there wasn't any whistle, so there's a play on this.
Yeah, there's a quick chance to wipe the floor, but Rohit's been one of the best servers in the league, KB, so, I mean, it's a setting for me that we probably need to have a closer look at, and his relationship with Dickinson.
Yeah, true. And he also loves to attack. We just saw in the first rally, he loves to take the ball for himself.
Yeah, that always worries me more than it does, yeah, worries me more, and that's a very good break and play though, because that's the slowness, having to repeat the action, all those things add up to knock you a little bit out of rhythm, and it doesn't help your thought process, and he fires one out the back.
Festive season in India,
I expect a few fireworks tonight. In fact, Diwali started yesterday, last night here at the Prime Volleyball League. Day 17 was full of thrills and chills. It was a crazy finish between Bengaluru and Hyderabad. Great crowd as well. So if you're watching us on Sony or on YouTube in Hyderabad, come on, turn up at the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad and watch some world-class volleyball. The best that India has ever seen. We're now approaching the business end of this season 4 of an incredible volleyball league that has the world noticing, in awe. 1, 2 and 3, easy peasy for the Delhi Toofans. Joseph, the middle blocker there, activated.
And it's nice to see that they start with our Calvo super spike through the middle. He's a very tall player, so he needs the ball higher. So we saw it in the last match, and this set and attacking just been great.
Yeah, just some news to bring you. Anand hasn't started this game. There was chat that he had a shoulder injury, and he hasn't started, so that's big news. Obviously, the libero isn't on the graphic that we speak about when we see the teams. So that's a big blow for Delhi, as Aljo Samu has started the number 4. And that might just affect this Delhi team over the next hour and a half. Manish is a big fan of Anand. I'm a big fan of Anand as well. And just when they can't really afford any issues, that's a great swing, by the way. Get back in the team, Menzel. Do your thing.
Well, he can wash the ball well after that eye infection. That's clearly been taken care of.
I think so. I think that's what I'm hearing.
Shabang! Bazooka, the first one from Churio, the opposite. He knows that his team have to win 3-0, 3-1 to go through to the semis, and he has to come good tonight.
Yeah. Come in, super spike.
Welcome Churio with this one today.
And no arrows. No arrows. Means business tonight, which is a good thing.
I suppose he's saving them for the semis. Delhi best placed to go through. Oops, lucky. Goa. Here comes Dickinson, and he's done it. He got a good sighter of the ball and aligned that attack accordingly, Dickinson, and he aims to the right of Churio.
Yeah. Great saving in this one, and now you can see Dickinson, and that's what we've talked a lot of times. You need from the right side this angle spikes
and
I
think that's where they win this match tonight. I think Dickinson versus Churio is one thing. I think on the outside they're stronger as well, Goa. I think if you look at Chirag, if he can play and the set's good, they're stronger. I think Delhi is struggling. They've got Anu James back in. They don't know whether it's Anu James or George Anthony in their first 6. And Churio, statistically, this might surprise you, is the worst opposite in the league at the moment. He's killing 10% of the ball he gets set, and he's killing, in transition he's killing 10% of the ball, and inside out 20% of the ball, so not many arrows being fired.
Benzel on that occasion with the left didn't work. Rohit this time goes to Dickinson, who goes down the line. Okay, so already there's a fair bit of variety from Nathaniel Dickinson. The last time he came good, he went cross-court. This time he goes down the line, mixes it up. That's the way to go.
Yes, and it's really lovely to see. First of all, he's a very tall athlete, and if he spikes today, this angles and the line, so he delivers both sides. It's going to be a hard day for the Toofans today.
And a lot of this, we can give some credit to Rohit there, because I'm also hot on him when he's not delivering the ball. The set has to be there for him to go into both areas. If that ball drops inside the shoulder, he has to hit the angle.
He's showing that he didn't like his own tossing, but it's his first serve after some days off with his eye infection. So he still needs some rhythm.
Yeah, comes straight back in instead of Jerry Daniel, doesn't he?
Yeah, who didn't do too badly. Oh, yes! That man, Dushan Singh, is also making his presence felt. They know that the team will soon start thinking about season 2. This is the last league game, Carla.
Yeah, he's 24 years old. Oh, let me read again. I think he's even 22 years old. Yes, 22 years old. It's really young. There's so much in front of him, and hopefully also for next season we'll see him in any team.
Ooh, how close was that? I think the parabola ensured that it landed on the line. And hasn't been given. Hasn't been given. Are they reviewing it? Yeah, they are. To me, that landed. Who's reviewing it?
Review by the team Delhi. Ball in out.
It's been given a 2-pointer, is it? Okay. So Noor Jahan, the first ref, reckons it is a Bank of Baroda super serve, which is 2 points to Goa, and Delhi have chosen to review it. Here we go then. Just kissed the line.
Yes, this looks like kissing the line. Sometimes you're talking about centimeters. This is so crazy.
And the review is rightly unsuccessful. Dushian, I think, with the serve. Another great bit of work for him. And we head straight to the Amul Cool technical timeout off the back of some brilliance from Dushian, and Goa in control here. For a Bank of Baroda super serve for Goa. We all had the feeling coming in that this could be Goa's night. We know that performance from the Delhi Toofans was poor against the Chennai Blitz. It was really poor, but Goa have come out slightly stronger. Talking of the Bank of Baroda top 5 servers, Rohit Yadav playing out here this evening, top of the serving tree at this moment in time. He's had a great serving season, Rohit. Can he serve them into the final 4? They need a few things to go their way though, but tonight is all about them giving the best possible performance they can and trying to achieve the best possible result in the league, and then see if things go their way.
Another cookie serve.
Yeah, Andy James on the left-hand side in this evening, and he's got that crossbody hammer on him, so that's a really good pairing tip on Dickinson. He's also aware that Dickinson is defending, and they want to pick on the opposite by tipping short.
Delhi have a few things to sort out, and that man is one of those. Chirag Yadav, perhaps a touch upset with himself with his service form last time, but that should help him find his rhythm. Chirag Yadav, the skipper.
Was enjoying their combo. Whole team is laughing after, enjoying that they have a trick shot.
Yeah, they do. My question would be, if they are the worst hitting team or one of the worst hitting teams in the league, when it comes to efficiency. Rohit, what are you doing? You're giving me a heart attack, kid.
The triple block. Asking Delhi another question. 1v1. And it worked! A royal block from Prince. Well, he's a one-man defensive army, isn't he? He's the wall of the Goa Guardians. He's their chief guardian. Prince, the boy from Haryana with that new India shot on super block.
Prince Charming doing his job.
Yeah, Prince is just in the right spot every time. And we're going to have a look at the top 5 lib graphics. There is no Anand. And we know what Anand is good at. Is putting that ball on the right spot 61.8% of the time. And maybe we haven't really seen Delhi take the initiative yet. Maybe they're missing his energy and everything else he brings to the team here this evening. The NTPC MVP leaderboards. Jerome Beneath leading the way in terms of MVP points. 3 players are picked every evening, given points down to their performance, and they're all added up towards the end of the season. As 2 Chennai players on there. Chennai getting better towards the end of the season. That man is up to 14 or 15 blocks this season already, and he's improving in the middle in terms of his efficiency attacking. Rohit will get us back underway.
And you know, the presence of Prince has ensured, in a way, that we've seen very little of LM Manoj, the man mountain. And we thought he'd be their first choice go-to middle blocker throughout. But we've seen a new star rise in Prince. That means that the Goa Guardians lineup, their squad has a lot of defensive depth as well. Just wish they'd closed out a few key moments at the start of the league when they won 2 in a row. They played their first 4 matches were 5-setters. Bang! Chirag Yadav now from the right gets one in as well.
There's a little pressure and service missing from Delhi. So the Goa team has a lot of opportunities for attacking. And if they want to change here anything, they probably need to really pressure their serves much more.
I completely agree. Goa are coming out serving tough, we know that. But, I mean, if you're playing against a team with one of the lowest hitting efficiencies in the league, which is Goa, you put them under pressure in the serve and they struggle. Churio, he's different tonight. He's not looking his normal self, but maybe he's been told to rein it in a bit because he needs to up his game, and maybe being calm will do that.
Remember, he was taken off course the last game. He didn't look too happy about that, Churio.
Exactly, and he's really focused, so I think it's a positive thing to see. He's really focusing on his game, and for sure his heart is anyway full of passion. He's just not throwing it right now out to the outside.
Yeah, but I quite like him in this zone. He's got so much aggression that he's going to control it this evening and control his mentality, which I think will be a big benefit to him. And, oh, straight down, Menzel, and Prince.
Last time, Menzel would have felt a bit lonely trying to block Churio. This time, Prince was alongside him, so 2 always better than 1. And when Prince joins the block, well, it's near impossible to go past. That new India shot on super block, so well done. Denying Churio, who usually goes cross-court. And I think Prince and Menzel knew that this time.
Yeah, out of rhythm there, Churio. You can't just blame him. The set was way off the net. Bit of a random play. Prince serving on Escapia super point, and that's a good serve. Close to the top of the net.
Churio, V2 gets a touch off the block. Menzel very unhappy. Did they not close the gap between each other? Prince Yadav and Menzel? We'll find out in the replay.
Great serve, cross court. And Churio is taking the opportunity over Menzel. He's like a little smaller than Prince, so the option going over Prince is maybe not the best, so clever played from this guy here.
Yeah, a bit of a mismatch on Menzel at times if they are in rhythm, but we've seen the time for them to get the blocks on that man is when he's out of rhythm. So wait till he's out of rhythm, then make those plays.
And perhaps that nudge has worked well for Delhi. In that last game, they took Churio off court and they used more of George Anthony and Anu James. This game, I think he's out there to prove a point, to tell the coach that he was wrong. And that's fine. It helps the team, ultimately.
I mean, at the moment, though, Delhi are not filling me full of confidence that they want to win the next 2 games and go straight through to the semis. I'm not getting the warmness off of them. Dickinson. That's a smart bit of defense. There's a net touch, I think, and this is a big moment in this game. Delhi have just got their way back in.
Review by the team, Goa. Net fault.
Review for the net fault. Let's see if they can turn this one around. It's huge because at 10-13, Delhi, who have been quiet until now, are starting to just nudge their way back into this.
So arm is up in block, he's going down. That's a big question because the net is moving. So you see it's still wobbling. So is this a net touch or not?
It's given as one on the way down, and potentially his foot went underneath the net afterwards as well, but the review is unsuccessful. Okay, back to 2. The tide could be turning here a little bit. And what is going on here? Yeah, every evening there's something kicking off at the minute.
Move on. Teams that live in the past and worry about reviews usually have trouble. Okay, they'll play that point again.
Okay, there's a timeout. Timeout from Delhi. And they've taken it, from Goa Guardians. And they've taken it just to try and slow things down a little bit. Okay, the league rules and the scoring system are Kamil. The competition, we're at the end of the league stage now, not long left. Every team plays 7 league games, and they play 4 games against the teams in their group, 3 games against the other group. So it's sort of a little bit of a mixture, and it's always best of 5 sets, and it is tight. If a set's 14-all, well, the first team to lead by 2 points wins. But then, like we saw last night, if a game goes to 20-all, its next point wins. You receive 3 points for a 3-0 or a 3-1, but you lose a point and you give it to the opposition if it's a 3-2.
(13-11) then. Goa 2 away. Anu James! James delivers a gem with the left hand, slaps it cross court to give the Guardians something to worry about.
Rohit stretched themselves, pass to the outside, and it's always good to have a lefty on court. They're hitting better angles, and for blocking, it's very hard to get them.
Huge point. They're starting to dig in a little bit here, and then Menzel, the most efficient hitter in the team early on in the season, has just put another one on the board, and that is clutch from Goa. They needed that, and if you remember, before he was out with injury, at every key time, Menzel would get the ball.
He's not the most spectacular player when it comes to attacking, but he's so consistent.
Now, 2 set points for the Guardians. This is their last league game, their opening season, their debut season. They've certainly played entertaining volleyball. Can they close this first set here? And now, Churio! Nobody there to block. The door was open, and Churio brings out the arrow finally. 14-13 now. It's getting close, guys.
I mean, for the absolute life of me, and I'll never understand this in this volleyball, why is Chirag choosing to block the setter over blocking Churio? How are you leaving him?
A lot of confidence, I would say. Yeah, Goa needed to put the helmet on with this big hit of Churio.
He looked a little bit reluctant to walk off. Not too sure if he's too happy about being taken off. Okay, cool down. Tiger, cool down. 14-13 then. One more chance. Taklin Tariq. That's his happy look. There we go. Chance. Benzel. Rohit has gone to Chirag. The other way hasn't worked. With the level scores. James. Blocked but not well enough. Scores level.
We are going back to pure Prime League madness. Great swing. Super defense, and the lefty again. James put this ball to the outside court through the block.
Incredible work to get back into this. Just as I was saying, Delhi aren't showing the heart and the spirit. Churio is an interesting one for me. Really is. Doesn't look so happy out there. Goa still can't put the ball away. And what we're seeing here is Goa, like we've seen all season. They can't put the ball away at certain times. And in turn, they've just shipped a very, very good lead in a heartbeat here. And in this situation, for me, you drop the arm to play a chop shot. As soon as you drop the arm, the defense is alert to it. You have to keep your arm high, and you have to go fast.
Clearly, the defensive issues from that last loss against the Chennai Blitz have been addressed. Okay then, they've come back from 2 set points down to having a set point for themselves. And it's done! I wonder what destiny has in store for the Toofans. They have the first set. They should consider themselves lucky, but that's all right, they'll take it. It's not their fault that Goa lost their way, just lost focus suddenly, which has been the story of their campaign. Goa losing their focus in the key moments. Churio, Anu James doing the job as well towards the end for the Toofans, and they have the first set. The Toofans believe they can still go through. They've got to win both these games, this one and the next, 3-0 or 3-1. And that's how they end the first set, 16-14 to Delhi. Back in just a bit on Sony and YouTube with set 2.
close, but yet so far for the Goa Guardians as it's Delhi's turn now to strike a comeback on them. No blocks, no super serves, but better on the net. That has been the story for Goa all season long. Yes, they've had the super serve. Yes, they've had more blocks, but when push comes to shove, the spiking and the errors are costing them.
Yes, it's a story of Goa. I wrote down so many matches. This is a little unnecessary. Like, they are there, they are leading, they have all they need.
The first 4 matches Goa were 5-setters, of which they lost 3. They still had a chance. If they won their last game, they might have been in with a much stronger, more realistic chance of going through to the semis. Even today, the first set, they had it in the bag. And they threw it away, which is really beyond me.
Yeah, I mean, in all sports, there are big moments, right? And you've got to be there in the big moments. And I think Chirag dropping his arm was a big one for me. That was never a chop shot. Either tip it and tip it well, or wipe it and wipe it fast. But that sort of thing, when you drop your arm, it's showing you that you're not feeling confident to really kill the ball and put it away.
Yeah, it was neither here nor there. Now, Delhi with a little more belief, and the captain setting better as well. Gave Anu James a chance, and who delivered. Kept it so simple, Anu James. That's what I like about him. A left universal, always an advantage with those angles coming in.
He's having a great game, James. He's 192 meters tall, and with his left arm, he's unstoppable right now.
Yeah, he's good with the crossbody, good with the tip over the top, and this low toss serve, right on cue, rips one into the bottom of the net bag. I don't think that we've seen Delhi at their best. I think we've seen Goa near their best at the start of the game. But I don't know. I don't know how you guys are built, but if this was a game that I must win to stay in the competition for either side, I would be so fired up now, fighting for every single inch and every single battle. I'd be giving it my all. And just from a few players, I don't feel that.
Clear. This time goes Centurio! Okay, no arrows. Well behaved. He's talking to the camera, is he? Oh yeah, he is. He's a showman. Jesus Churio. Super shot that. A symbol of Delhi's belief and their aggression with a RR Kabel super spike.
And posing for the camera, no arrow. Love to know to who he wanted to talk to.
Probably me for calling him statistically the worst opposite in the league.
If I were you, I wouldn't be anywhere close to him, given his size. Prince with a push, puts pressure on... Oh, yes! Not bad by Barrios, the outside hitter. Smart choice of shot there.
Another slow start of Goa. Some miscommunication. Looks like nobody knew who has to take it. Yeah, Louis, I agree. Like there's something missing in the team. Like I was thinking they may try to be calm because it's a very important game as well. But yeah, some energy, I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like something's a bit off. I mean, I've never played the level that you have, but I've played a lot. And I know in those games that I've got to win, they just hit me a bit differently. And I'm not getting the feeling. But that's a lollipop of Prince, and that's why he's not quite the top performing middle in the league, because offensively the efficiency's down and the service pressure's next to nada. And something I would tell all of these players in the off-season, go and work on your serves. Go and get better at serving. We'll see you this time next year, and you can make a lot of service gains in that time.
Yes, there's something missing Goa tonight. But they still have the chance.
Sakle, this time to Berrios, again pushes it. Now that's been a key feature of Berrios' offerings for the Toofans. He doesn't try to muscle the ball in or murder it. He just pushes it so smartly, senses the moment, senses the occasion, and delivers the goods just how they want it.
Clever play. This is the things. Don't go all the time full speed, and this is the ones you need to be smart, to touch it slightly, just like put it at the place where it has to go.
5-2 then. Delhi's Goa's 2 points in this set so far have been of service errors. Oh, they're still defending. They're giving it their all. The Toofans, I hope he hasn't injured himself, Berrios, in trying to dig that ball up.
Yeah, those things are contagious though. That's what you want to see. Somebody going for a ball like that makes me want to go for a ball like that. And if I go for a ball like that, someone else is going to do it. So those things always have a knock-on effect. And those are the things at the moment that Delhi are capable of, that Goa probably aren't. That's a very good dig. It's an Kabil super spike.
Great picture to see Delhi on the ground, everybody fighting for the ball. That's what they need, and that's what they are showing, so great game of them.
5-3 then in the second set. Goa had a chance to win the first, and they threw it away. Anyhow, they can still win this in 4. Delhi need to win 3-0 or 3-1 to stay in the race for the semis. You guys can hug later once you win, not during the point. Very poor reception. It was Berrios and Anu James, both wanting to go for that ball for the pass.
Dickinson, right between two players. That's the place where you want to put the ball, get them in trouble.
Came through in the pass. The Long Beach graduate serving. That's a overpass ball left by Menzel in the end. He had to rely on a call. Oh, Churio! Now you got to play defense again, Churio.
Tight mismatch in the front court. No, just did work.
I mean, Churio isn't a speedboat, is he? He's more of a big HGV. But that's a great reaction. And it's great reaction to get up. He was a bit slow getting back to his base, though, which is absolutely understandable. There you go. Churio's a bit of sacrificing himself this evening.
McLean and Ayush in that double block couldn't do the job. Does he go down the line to Churio? No, he tries to aim at James, who will just watch it sail over his head. Way out. That serve from Goa. It's 6-5 to Delhi.
Yeah, we haven't really got going in this set, I don't think. It's completely the opposite to the game that I thought we were going to get. I thought everyone was going to be at it, but these are the ones that you have to grind through. Carlos Berrios, best outside in the league so far this season. He's been very impressive. Venezuelan. And again, he's trying to unload on it. Just gets underneath it a little bit. But I've enjoyed watching him.
So we have 5 service errors of Delhi and 4 of Goa. So both teams are trying to push, but they miss a lot of serves.
Sucklin! Such a smart move. I think he's taken a cue from Matthew West's book. We saw Matthew West do that as well last night. It's so good.
It's lovely played. And wasn't he the guy who said in an interview he wants to bring the aggression in the team?
Yeah, and he does a good job of that. He's quiet. As Manish says, he doesn't smile much, but he's all business at the moment, Saklane Tariq.
Chirag, B3, hasn't worked. There's Churio at the back. Saklane now for the pipe. No, okay. Just a push across then. Chirag comes again. This time was his 2. And he aims well. Again, a height mismatch in the front court. Saklane, the shotter blocker. They need to sort that bit out. Jasim and Saklane combining, but not well enough.
Last second attack, Chirac was a little inside for defense. He had to run outside for a fast set. And it's really difficult to hit this one.
Great decision off the hands, though. A softer serve, Cookie. And a Cookie to an overpass. We saw a lot of overpasses from this Delhi team against Chennai. They've been much better here this evening than in that game. And Churio's been dug. No arrows out this time. Dickinson, he's not done. Does that hit the floor? Churio! Oh, Churio! Making defenses. Hammering the ball home. And then he's got a bit of swagger. He's woken up. And it's time for the Amul Cool technical timeout. Delhi are up in this set, 8-7 so far. Nominees, where there are 2 rules, Carla Borger. Can you tell me one of them?
You have to be under 25 years.
And the other one?
You should never play before national team for India.
Oh, and there's some of our brilliant players from this league who are under 25 and have never played for India. Menzel with the pass. Good tip. I think the placement Laberi's done a good job instead of Anand so far today. And oh, Jumbo over the top. It's a good lead. In the end, it was a very close lead, but that was good speed. Again, that set for me is not quite in the right spot for Nathaniel Dickinson. He does a good job of going off the hands.
Yeah, that's also one point, the connection between the setter and Dickinson. What we have spoken before already.
That's interesting for Rohit. He's very square onto the net. I would always want my servers to come in a bit more on the diagonal with their feet, as opposed to being square on. But I mean, he's the best server in the league, so who am I to correct something that's working so well? Another change of personnel. Anu James is leaving, and that usually means that George Anthony is coming in. And George Anthony in to serve, but he didn't have his best passing day earlier on, did he, in that 3-0 loss to the Chennai Blitz?
Oh, another service error. In fact, we saw a couple of them at the start of the set, which got the Goa Guardians off the mark. I think this is the 3rd or the 4th of this set from the Delhi Toofans.
Chirag, how would you rate his performance so far, KB?
I think we saw him already better, but he's delivering.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more from him this evening, just in terms of the leadership stuff. Delhi look pretty calm and cool out there. Sakane oozing that calmness after a slow start. That's a great width of the set, and Berrios buries it. Kabil, super spike.
Delhi lead by 1 after winning the first, and I think they've, barring service issues, they haven't had much to worry about. And Goa now going all in. They've called for a Scapia super point. Remember, Scapia super point in this league is worth 2 points. You win this point, you get 2. If not, the opposition gets 2. And so the score could either be 12-9 for Delhi or 11-10 for Goa. Here we go. Chance. Dickinson gets one through. Gets them into the lead by 1. There was a touch off the block, but Delhi are claiming a foul. A net fault, are they? And, yep, Delhi have gone for a review straight away.
Delhi.
This might be Rohit. There's a couple of guilty faces, stroke bits of body language down there that tell us there may have just been a touch. Ah, Mr. Happyman! Good evening, sir. He's doing a fantastic job. The head coach of India, Dragan Mihailovic, who's here as technical director. Rohit. Was it you, Rohit? Yes, it was you, Rohit. Right elbow.
Yep. Berrios straight away pointed at Rohit before that shot was hit. But while that shot was being hit, and this has to go Delhi's way. Crucial moment this. If this goes Delhi's way, the score will be 12-9.
Yeah, I mean, look at Rohit's position. It doesn't help him. The pass is actually really good, but Rohit's not square on. So if he's not square on and that ball's tight, he's always going to hit the net. Review successful. I love watching the slow-mos. It tells us so much. Rohit has to square up. If he doesn't square up, he can't set. And that's a big problem.
Been a really nice tactical call for the super point, because Jasmine is not the best server, serving a lot of cookies, so the idea was great.
Just put the ball in play and wait for Goa to make mistakes, because that's what they do. Once again, completely out of sorts. Carlos Berrios buries that ball into Prince's long limbs. And the power of that shot from Berrios was so good that the ball had to go long into the stands.
He has a lot of great berries right now. So he has a really high block in front of himself, and he's like pushing his hand so fast that there's almost no chance for the block.
That change, yes. Okay, thank you. Aravindan coming in, and I wouldn't have it back again. It's costing way too many points, and I hate to be too harsh, but I guess that's what you sign up for. The set has cost them 4 points in 2 points.
See, much better from Aravindan. Comes in and straight away makes his presence felt, but what do you make of that? Just makes his way. Carlos Berrios, this time with precision, not power. Splits that gap between Prince and Dickinson. Finds a way. Where there is a Carlos, there is a way. Net-Henrich, super defense that.
Yep, Goa are falling apart here a little bit. You got a feel for them. They haven't had the clutch they've needed. They're way off the pace, and they just look like they're a little bit done here. Delhi smelling victory, and look at them. Come on. They're all separate. They're all having individual conversations. Nobody's really leading a timeout. Ekan, top 5 setters. Pete Karan has gone to the top from Hyderabad after that impressive performance, and he is the best setter in the league at the moment. And then the top 5 blockers, Shikhar Singh, Shamim and Prince, all on 13, the New India Assurance top 5 blockers. That's interesting to see, because that tells a very different story to the best middle players in the league. So when you sort of incorporate serving and hitting, the top 5 look very different, but amazing from the blockers.
Blitz was on top of that list for a long time. It's Shikhar Singh who rose to the occasion last night as well for Hyderabad. So this tells you that one game can change that table completely. Good set from Aravindan for that easy kill shot set that was 14-10. Delhi stay alive somehow. Sorry, Goa stay alive somehow.
Finally, Goa's coming out of this rotation. Took a long time, too long time.
I mean, the only people that can resuscitate Goa is Goa. They have to pull themselves out of this hole here. This is nothing that can be done, but I just sort of look at what they're doing, and I believe that it's a bit too high, I'd say, but it's better from Goa. Menzel with 3 up, good swing, Menzel.
Long rally for both teams. Difficult settings from far, far behind. Not perfectly made by Prince, but Menzel puts it down, finds the way, this little hole, long line. I would have loved to say great eye, but
it's good to have him back in. And it doesn't matter anymore. Delhi have gone up, Ayush pins it away. The Khan trio leading the way for the Delhi Toofans. They know that 2 wins sees them through to a semi-final third. That's how it finished. Ayush through the centre, past the man mountain at Manoj, who wasn't quite lined up where he should have been. And now we are seeing the end of Goa. Can they come back and win 3-2? It's looking very unlikely at the moment. clinch and almost still a Final Four place. They need 2 wins in their last 2 games, and the good news is they're 2-0 up now against the Goa Guardians, who really needed a 3-0 or a 3-1. 20 successful spikes is exactly what they needed. The unforced errors are low as well.
Well, an injection of aggression from the Delhi Toofans, and just the 2 blocks from Goa tell you that it's been a lopsided affair. The Goa defense has deserted them in their last league game. I thought they'd want to bow out with a win, but I haven't seen those signs at all. No spark whatsoever from Goa, unfortunately. Aravind then for Dickinson! Just wondering, they started this game with Rohit, they stayed with Rohit. Did the Goa Guardians overplay the Rohit service card and kept them in the team because he served too well at the start? Instead of looking at his primary responsibility, which is setting, did they keep him in the lineup because he was serving well?
Yep. I've been having a whinge the whole season about that ball not being in the right place for him, and their efficiency has been very, very low, and it just shows that everyone's sort of got on the super serve train, and you've got to do your first job, which is distribution, and then luckily the serves come afterwards, but that's better for Prince. I also think in this set, one of the big issues is that, again, that is New India Assurance super block. They were up in the first set, they were 2 or 3 clear, it was looking great for them. They shipped it away, and then there was no response. But of course there's going to be no response, because when you look at them, they're all separate down there. They're not working or talking as a team, to what I can see.
Dickinson from the right, can't get it through. Sakle now sets it for Anu James. And it has worked.
Yes, Menzel showed a big block, straight hands, but he's been a little in disadvantage. Always the attacker who comes with more speed has a little more advantage.
Yeah, I completely agree. He was a little bit unlucky there, just the speed of his hands. And that's Anu James not quite getting things firing. And I mean, he's been good on the front. There's a couple of missed serves. Menzel, I feel, if there's anybody out there who has to bring everything together, it's got to be Menzel, who leads his team in a reverse sweep. Let's see what he's got from the service line.
He tried a different serve on this, so his first serves in the beginning of the match also fold, but in another way, and now he just tried to speed it up, but this didn't work at all.
Good service, passes into a good zone, and all of a sudden, Goa are looking like they're starting to get a little bit of fire back. That's a great turn to position 5. The middles are working. It's a good substitution just to mix up the setup. Aravindan starting to pull some strings here.
Prince sets it for Chirag, free ball. Now, here we go. Chance, pipe, Anu misses. Was he ready for it? Or was it a surprise offer from Sakle Dalit, the captain? Or was it just an execution issue there? The idea was right though, I thought.
Great idea to play back row. This might have been a little low and too inside. Not much, but too low for spiking it over the net.
Yeah, and tougher when it's a left-hander as well. You have to give that ball extra width to the left-hander. Okay. Is Prince okay? Dickinson's almost saying, I'll escort you off the court, Prince, before you get involved in some things that you shouldn't. This is a big phase for Goa here. They have to hang it out. That's a good pass. The pass is much better. I still think their efficiency is a lot higher with Aravindan setting, and I think they have more trust in the fact he's going to dish it in the right spot, which that is in the right spot, but that is out the back from Dickinson. And now there's a few more issues for Goa.
Okay, so in the Goa defense, you now see LM Manoj, the man mountain who hasn't had enough game time, given that he set really high standards for himself on LM Manoj. They've gone with Prince instead, the Goa Guardians, who's done well. But now Prince is off court. So they're trying a different combination. The Goa Guardians will lead by 2 in this third set after losing the first 2 sets.
Yeah, that's right. Manoj hasn't had as much game time as what we would have thought. But Dushyant's had a good game. He's just been sort of brought off. He still started this game really well, Dushyant.
You know, an error is fine. But when the ball hits the bottom tape is what I just don't understand.
Yes, exactly. Good call of you, and there are mistakes, and this is like right in the middle of the net. There's no risk, there's no execution.
Another hitting error from Dickinson. The scores are tied up. The right side man missed 2 in a row. You can see what he's trying to do there, but he's got to start sinking some. And that good start from Goa's just gone astray. No touch off the hands. Oh. No. I just feel with Goa, I know he's an absolute legend, but I just feel that something's a little bit fragmented in there. Like something's not quite right.
Goa were a bit late on the review, denied. Now Aravindan for Chirag Yadav. There's a triple wall waiting in front of him. He had to go over them, and in doing so, he hits it so fast, it lands straight into the stands, way behind that end line. And, well, I think a block touch was given, so let's find out. Manoj is saying no block.
Giving it the big C sign. Oh,
Not sure. First you push the buzzer.
Dragan Mihailovic in the background.
I thought that call was timely. Forget about the placard. Once you've asked for a review...
Go on, Dragan. Go on, Dragan. Give him another hand.
I think Goa justified in saying they were on time to call for the review. Yes, they couldn't find the placard, and that's okay. You put in your application, and I think Noor Jahan has no choice but to accept. Now, Goa seem to have a problem.
Review for the Delhi team.
Yeah, Delhi are justified, sorry. Delhi called for the review straight away. This is, of course, Delhi's last review. There didn't seem to be any block touch there, or unless the ball touched Ayush's right-hand index finger, did it? Or the thumb, perhaps? Didn't look like a touch anywhere to me. Yeah, good call then. Review successful. Delhi get it right.
Dickinson's just had to ask Shirab to calm down, because Shirab almost went to the scorer's table there, chasing the decision. And just another sign. A good start, squandered in 4 or 5 points, so they can't put the ball away, but they're also not really channeling their energy into the right areas at the moment. And still, what's going on now? One of the assistant coaches at some point, okay, point, someone has to get a booking here. In what world is he allowed to do that? And now everything's slowing down. That's a red card. It's a red card. It's a red card.
Yes. Discussing so long. There's no right to do that. And normally he has to get this red card out because the warning is already.
Oh, even happier today. Taking some serious stick down there, Dragan Mihailovic.
Big serve, fast serve, but completely misses his radar there. Jesus Churio. Sorry, Carlos Berrios.
I mean, I'm unsure which one of the assistant coaches that is, but that's really not allowed. And for the good of the entertainment, we have a great time with, you know, people talking to officials when probably they shouldn't. But that was a step too far, or maybe 7.
Anu Dickinson now. Okay, Chirag for Menzel. Triple block, the ball's back. Try again. The pipe has worked wonders. That's the Chirag we want to see then. Everybody needs to calm down after that little altercation. And this Amul Cool technical timeout will help cool matters. Back in just a bit.
Well, the Kavil VIP box. That's where Manisha's just run off too quickly. And, wow, I wonder what's going on up there. There's a little one having a great time. And the fans are also enjoying it. If you're a Delhi fan, you're going to be very happy, KB. Even without Anand, they're showing that they have some depth with that man.
Yeah, they're playing it well. I mean, they're almost leading again. They have 2 sets for them. They're on the way, maybe winning the match.
There's still afters going on. Can we please just leave them alone? Please.
I would love to hear what they
Dragan.
I would love to hear what they talk.
Manoj, you're winning. You're winning, mate. You're 2-0 up. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know whether you're watching. We hope that you like soap operas, wherever you're watching from. Good old drama series, starring Viral Shah as assistant coach. Good long set. We can get this game started. Churio. No, Churio. And this is blowing a little bit hot and cold. KB didn't quite get his feet inside that one.
He tried it all, but it looks like he had some issues with the setting. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, it's very hard to hit this one, the line down. First of all, there's a block, plus it's an inside set. So there's a meter missing behind.
Okay. Here goes Shurab, they need him. And that's a very good serve. Goa, last chance, it could be their last set of this lead. And there's no dancing down cameras now to Churio. We've seen him pull the arrows out, we've seen him talk down the camera to someone or something, but 2 errors in a row have just opened the door to go. This is some game now. Yes, Delhi have taken a timeout, 2 errors in a row. Yeah, that's out for me, KB.
It's out, but it's really close and it's a really good spike. But unfortunately, they don't have any review left.
No reviews. Churio going hot and cold. As we have a look at the top 5 liberos for positive reception from Nettenrich. There is no Anand. So that means no problem, actually, for Delhi till now. Maybe, just maybe, Churio has gone off of the boil. And that will open the door again for Goa.
This match, another match for shifting moments. It's all about the moments, and if you're in the right moment, take it. And if you're not in a good moment, just hope you're getting through it very quick.
Well, they have to keep pushing here, Goa. And Chirag's serving has certainly been a big moment for them. Churio. Oh, now a lift against Dickinson, no real complaints. And the good news is Viral Shah, no, everything's fine.
Right, 10-8 in the third set. Goa trying their darndest to stay in this game. And they have not been doing a very good job of it, sadly. Delhi won the first 2 sets partly due to Goa's mistakes. Their defense hasn't worked tonight. And Delhi have been ultra aggressive as well. Sucklin's been setting really well, so a lot of positives for the Toofans. Because they know the mandate is clear for them. You win this one and the next by 3-0 or 3-1 and you qualify for the semis. That's how simple it is. You don't need to hire a mathematician to know that. Shots and bang! Thank you very much, says Man Mountain Manoj.
Perfect reception. Right at the head, on the head of the setter. And it's good that they keep feeding the middle. It's very important for the upcoming sets.
Yeah, and I'd say that Manoj is a better hitting middle than what we've seen previously in this game from Dushyant Singh. Dushyant Singh's had a very good blocking competition though. The Man Mountain, former champion, one of 2 former champions in this Goa side, who are looking at elimination if Anu James keeps squeezing that ball into the angle.
Like an out-wide serve by a lefty on a tennis court. R.R. Kabil, super spike from Anu James, the lefty. Very effective from both sides. Oh, hello then, Goa. Is this going to be their last Scapia super point of the season? Or will they stretch it to set number 4? 11-9 now. This could well be 11-all or 13-9 to Goa. Here we go. And there is no block touch. Scores are level.
Wow. The back row of Goa is not working. So to play this set in this moment, it's very risky, but they tried.
I agree. It's not working at all. But why? And Dickinson's just walked past the coach and said there was no touch. Dickinson just went up to the coach and said there was no touch. But at the moment, the coaches are doing their own thing here. And Chirag.
Chirag, the captain, had to intervene. That's not a good look. Chirag, the captain, intervened to sort things out. Okay, we'll see. Let's see the replay.
It's not even in the same postcode.
What were they reviewing?
That's been delivered to a completely different city.
Which is what Chirag said, Mr. Assistant Coach, take it easy. Let's move on. Got a game to focus. You know, this is not helping the players either.
No, I'm going to say that. Like the fact that after, in the last timeout, Dickinson had to go up to him and say, I touched that ball that you argued for. That was my man. away from what the team are focusing on. And I know that it looks fragmented, but this is not it.
It could affect Goa's confidence. 11-12 now. This is another Scapia super point. This time it's Delhi. So if this goes Delhi's way, they will lead 13-12. If not, Goa will have 3 set points. Big moment in this game. Aravindan to serve. Chance. Saklane. Shots at. Oh, it's gone to Goa! It's gone to Goa! Oh, Delhi, what have you done? Have you just opened the door for the Guardians to strike back?
Big point. Setting it to the middle. Super low. He's so tight. He needs the ball played outside. What a Scapia super point.
Yeah, he's been set underneath an absolute bust there. And that's fascinating.
Should have gone to Churio, should he? Now, 3 set points. Aravindan once again. Can Goa take this to 4? In all likelihood, they will. Oh, good defense. Delhi stay alive in this set. Here comes Churio once again, and that's gone from outside. Outside the antenna. We are going to 4 sets. This little passage of play could cost Delhi a spot in the semi-finals. What have you done, Delhi? Goa don't mind. Delhi may have made the costliest mistake of this season. What have they done?
I mean, Goa made a super point when they shouldn't have made a super point, or took one, and it almost hurt them, but it didn't. They messed it up for themselves. Delhi and the Goa Guardians are back in this game at 2-1. Guardians, you have a lifeline. We know that you had to win 3-0 or 3-1 really, but you never know what a 3-2 might just do for you. 19 successful spikes, 4 blocks, but 17 unforced errors. I just feel like neither team really won that set. It was just sort of who was going to outlast the other one, which sometimes is what it's all about, KB.
It's about taking the momentums. That's volleyball, that's sports. If you have a run, run.
Saklain, not a great set. Churio somehow makes amends, pushes it over. Delhi will have to refocus. This is the fourth set. They cannot afford to take this to 5. You know, while yes, we did the calculation and said a 3-0, 3-1 kind of result in this one, and the next game should be enough. However, a set difference equation might just make matters worse for Delhi, even if they win. So they should have been aiming for 3-0.
This guy's got to leave the camera alone, I think. He's amazing for the sport, but until they win the game, that's when the time is to sort of peacock a little bit. In these moments, I would love to see all that energy be given into the court to the team. I'm a team guy, KB.
I mean, if people or athletes need this to shine, to smile, for whatever, there are people who need this to play good.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. I was always more of an energy guy towards celebrating with my guys and trying to bring their energy up in my team all the time. That's an absolute rip into the angle. Prince has had a very good game. I don't think we can sit here tonight so far and say anybody's had a really good game, maybe apart from Prince. Kamil, super spike, and I think that's because it's such a high pressure game. I think that's how these games go sometimes. It's about getting through them and getting the win.
I mean, it doesn't always have to look beauty. It's about getting the points and win at the end.
Ball credit to the libero for giving Goa another shot. Saklain for Churio! Dig that if you can, Mr. Libero, says Churio. That was hot and spicy and saucy.
Great net and rich super defense of the libero here. Taking it out of the net, not easy with a wobbling net. And now Churio with his hot swing and this hot hand down the line.
Playing well enough at the minute. He just dropped those couple of errors in the last set, but he's come back from that. He stayed aggressive. Remember when he made errors in the last game against the Blitz? They had him off pretty quickly.
There was no touch off the block this time. Prince tried an even more acute angle. His previous shot from the middle was much better, slightly straighter. This one not quite. Tried to go slightly squarish, 4-1 then. Now, assuming Delhi win this one and go to the next still alive, they've got to figure their combination. Do you want to play with Churio the full game, or do you want to keep pushing him in and out? Where are you on that? Tana, you reckon Churio needs to play the full game, or do you think differently? What's their ideal combination? Let's take a look at the new India Archer on Super Block first.
Yeah,
denying Nathaniel Dickinson. Now,
right in the hand of the block. I would say both. Both a little. Don't you like my answer?
No, your answer is your answer, no problem. Goa Guardians have gone for a break. Timeout, that is. 5-1 now in the fourth set. Goa Guardians somehow just haven't had anything going their way. The first 4 games, 5 setters, of which they won just 1. Then they blew away the Thunderbolts. All of us were shocked. Then again, went down to the Hyderabad Blackhawks in a game that they should have won. The Blackhawks clearly on a roll now. They beat Goa and then they blew away the Bengaluru Torpedoes in a high-octane battle last night. 5-1 then in the fourth set.
They've certainly bounced back, Delhi, but Goa also have just shown that there's a little bit of cause again for consistency concern. Prince back in on the service line. Let's just see if he can pick a couple of cheap balls up. Goes after Anu James. Chance to the outside, slap to the line. Berrios, another one that's had a good game here. Silently had a good game, but he's done nothing wrong all game long.
Carlo super spike again, kind of easy down the line. Block wide open of Dickinson. He's not closing this, and Carlos loves going down the line fast.
Yeah, he does, and bringing Anu James back in has certainly helped with the pass tonight, Carla, hasn't it? George Anthony was under a lot of stress in the last game, and in the end, he's come in and he's stabled the pass up nicely. And look at that. Short stuff to the middle again, and it's working through the middle tonight. It really is.
6-3 Delhi now looking to close this game in this fourth set. If this goes to 5, that will end Goa's campaign. Or Delhi's campaign, regardless of whoever wins. Churio! This time tries the slice and overdoes it.
Yeah, the problem is you got no reviews.
Yes, exactly, and another argue. For what they're arguing. Second referee is going to the first. They will have a short conversation.
He's seen a net touch for sure. I think it's a net touch. Therefore, interesting. My eyes keep going to Dragan. And hang on. Gongo's way. We might need another look at this. Not. Yeah, Delhi have no reviews. They used them all in the last set.
Yeah, well, when you don't have a review left, all you can do is keep cool. Let's see. Is there a net touch? Anyway, moving on. Saklen Tariq. Carlos Berrios. He can keep hitting those berries, Berrios, all evening long.
Yeah, and he has. He's been unreal. Arkabel super spike, wide ball. The pass is there tonight. And that's big for Delhi.
And Goa's defense has been missing. MIA. Nathaniel Dickinson. Manoj couldn't make that shot set count, and Delhi lead by 4 as we head into an Amul cool technical timeout.
Well, the bottom of the table clash. Two teams that have struggled, including last year's champions, the Calicut Heroes. They're up against the Kochi Blue Spikers. And that is next up, match number 30 of this great league. Well, Delhi look like they are running away with set 4. And that usually means that Goa are going to make a comeback, but not if Berrios keeps serving like this. He's had games this season where he's been plus 15 points for his team. That means no errors. And then Ali James has come back in this evening, and Carla, he certainly is providing more energy, but also more consistency than George Anthony did against Chennai.
Definitely more consistency. He's putting the ball inside the court, which is already great, and they're playing better than Goa, I have to admit.
Yeah, they've been better, I feel, the whole way through. Here comes a super point, but actually a super point at a sensible time of the set. And something that we speak about at length is, do you always have to take the super point at the end of the set? Could you invest in a rotation early on to make sure that you get 2 points halfway through? Anyway, it's escaping a super point because Berrios makes one of his first errors of the evening, and that's maybe, just maybe, a chance for Goa to get their way back into it.
You can win it.
This man is going to have to be in the thick of it. That's a very good pass, it's smuggled through. And the one thing that I think we all have to be aware of in some ways is that this Delhi team doesn't always have to have an hand in it, because in Aljo they have somebody who's also pulling their weight.
Right, then change in personnel. Out goes Ayush, in comes Avinash. A service substitution. It's Delhi lead by 4 in the 4th. Remember, he closed that first set with a Bank of Baroda super serve. (10-6) then. Straight to Menzel. Arvind and Menzel again. The blockers chose to stay back. Not a bad call, that. No, James couldn't spike it. Manoj can! Man Mountain Manoj prevails for the Goa Guardians. Now a 3-point deficit.
Important one. Easy money. Set through the middle and turns it rightly. Position 1. And it's good to see that it's working. So they had so many attempts with a lot of mistakes through the middle, but seems like they found a way.
I agree, and the key thing there was the turn. The turn back, like the actual turn in the air, was what took it away from the block. As that one's tight. Maybe, just maybe, there's an opportunity here. It's been a scrappy game. We've seen teams leak points drastically. Churio, he's also getting involved at the moment. And that ball's against the antenna. Dickinson doesn't have to do anything. Delhi, are Delhi handing this to Goa? Or are Goa earning it? Delhi have taken a timeout. And now Manoj there has to try and find a way just to keep his troops calm. Well, 1 game left against the Thunderbolts after this. That could end up being a key game for qualification. Can Delhi keep improving? We know that with the Thunderbolts, Ashwell Rai on the right side is a threat, but also can be a problem for the Thunderbolts, who are struggling for consistency.
Surya got a little treatment on his knee. They sprayed something on his leg to pull it probably a little down.
Right, 10-8 then. Can Delhi protect this 2-point lead and go on to finish this in 4 sets? If this goes to 5th set, it will be the end of Delhi's campaign and they will not qualify. They've got to win 3-0 or 3-1. 3-0 is out and therefore 3-1 is their next target. Win this one, win the next one by the same margin and you might go through. You're very likely to go through. A service error, another freebie from Rohit. And his service largesse has been one of the reasons Goa have not been able to close the key games where they've lost in 5 sets.
Taclane is in the mood, the fighting mood.
Certainly is. He wants to try and bring this team over the line, but Dickinson's trying to do exactly the same thing. And Taclane Tarek is a key man for this team. They're going to have to lean on him heavily now in the closing stages because Goa still fancy their chance now. That's the pipe working. It hasn't worked, as you said, KB, earlier. Hasn't worked that well this evening, but they managed to build through this one and then get it to Dickinson.
It's all about hitting the angle.
Certainly is in that second ball. Ball's very straight. Pressure on Churio! Always pressure on Churio! After that serve, and Goa are back to 1, looking to force this to a 5th. They love going to 5. They never give up. And Prince knows not to commit to the middle because the setter's under too much pressure. Get across to Churio. And oh my days. Manoj.
Just the 1 point that Delhi have as a cushion. Aravindan serves. Taclane sets. Churio now pushes. Chance. 2-level scores. Brazil! It's done! 11 apiece. Goa in the mood for 5 again. No, in fact, Goa lead by 1. This is a Scapia super point.
Point. Look at him. He gets set again at this important moment, and he is putting it away over and over.
How many times this season have they relied on that man to put the ball away? They've missed him at key times. They throw him it, and in so many key moments, he's been the guy to bring them back to the outside of the hands this time. Anisha's favourite, a lefty hitting through the right side in Annie James. Keeps this game very, very tight. Delhi now are sweating. They know they can't go to 5. They're leaving it to chance. From how many? 4 or 5 in front. Delhi need to win this evening, and then they need to do the Thunderbolts. If they don't do or win both games, they are in big trouble. Straight down, Churio. This is an interesting moment. Churio already sporting a knee issue.
Wow, what a pipe. It's been not correct on the point. He needs it, but still they score out of this. So it's good they take more and more responsibility from the backcourt.
I wonder how bad this injury is, because he's certainly a little bit sort of walking a bit gingerly at times. He's going to need to bring it now, though. He's on the front court, so that's a very good thing for this team. The question is, can they get the pass in? Yes, they can. The pass is perfect. They choose to go to the outside, and of course, they go to Berrios. The main outside man in the league this season is doing it again. This time under a ton of pressure.
He's scoring all the time. There's no stopping him right now. He's unstoppable.
Passing and offense. Better from Delhi at the moment, better than Goa now, but they're all at sea. This is huge. Will Delhi have a match point to win 3-1? It's just one! And the man who hardly ever makes a mistake pulls the ball to the wrong side of the sideline under immense pressure, and Goa from nowhere have a set point, and that man is going through it again this evening.
Again, line open. And it's so close. It's so close to the line.
Right decision, wrong execution maybe, KB.
Anyway, well done. He needs to take this whenever the block is open. You need to go down the line.
Prince ready to serve with set points in hand. Here we go. Oh, he's out there. No, it's on the line. They've won this set. And with that, Delhi have shot themselves in the foot. They have their fate in their own hands. Prince delivers a royal serve, a Bank of Baroda super serve that floats up, lands on a landmine that has blown the Delhi Toofans away. Raju Chekori is thrilled to bits. Goa are chilling and they are thrilling. We are going to set number 5 on this Sunday evening blockbuster. That is what unscripted drama does to you. We're going to set number 5. Back in just a bit, don't you go anywhere.
Who would have believed it? Well, we believe every surprise here because that's the way this league works. Night after night. 5 blocks for the Goa Guardians. 2-2. We go to a final set. Delhi still just need the win. Goa still just need the win. A 3-2 and you never know for Goa, although it looks a little bit more unlikely than the beginning of the evening. Prince, what a season he's having, KB. He is popping up and blocking everywhere.
Yeah, true. He's popping up in block. Still, we need a little more attacking of him, but as an athlete, I can tell you, doesn't matter what happened before 5th set, you start 0-0. You played well or not, doesn't count. If you play now good, you will win.
Absolutely. Who wants to reach into the pressure? Who's going to retreat under the pressure here in set 5? I feel like Goa were given a big lifeline there. A big, big lifeline.
Did Goa now have a chance to inflict a lot of pain on Delhi? They have a chance to end Delhi's campaign. Delhi did not just allow Goa a foot in the door, but they opened the floodgates. And they now risk being blown away. Delhi had this in the bag and then they made a mess of it. Somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. The captain, Sakleen Tariq, ready to serve now to start set number 5 on this Sunday evening. Here we go. Straight to Chirag, Aravindan for Dickinson, just pushes it. Couldn't spike it. Sakleen once again for Anu James. Gets it right.
That's an unbelievable hit to the cross court. Now Kabul super spike. Look at him, his lefty. 2 defenders are not capable of putting the ball up.
Yeah, that cross-body left hand is doing a lot of damage this evening, and I think having him back in the side is certainly the way forward, but that is as good a swing as we've seen all evening long from Dickinson. He draws it back across the body, he's got 2 up against him, and he still finds a measured attack. There's no digging that. That is a world-class swing from Dickinson. Okay, Goa are here, Goa are ready.
Sakleen for Anu James. This time he strikes from the right. Anu James is omnipresent.
Another point from him, now from the other side. Through the 2 blockers. He is really unstoppable today. I really like his performance.
Yeah, and then you have to ask the question, why hasn't he been playing before? But he hasn't shown this level of performance, but it's great that maybe the rest has given him a little bit to be hungry about. Come back in! But it's that man again!
One of the star blockers of this league brings another royal block to help Goa find some groove in this 5th and final one. This New India Shonan super block. Carlos Berrios should have gone down the line. 2 and 2 in set number 5. Both teams even.
Yeah, he went down the line in the last set and dragged it out. This time he's getting blocked in the angle. Menzel goes long, but again, you've got to be willing to risk it a little bit to be able to win it here this evening. So I don't think it's a matter of do we take pace off the ball. I think it's a matter of serving tough and executing. Executing being the key word.
They've been targeting the libero with those soft serves. Once again, the libero covers Chirag, who will come in for that 3rd shot, and it is done so well. He puts it in no man's land. Chirag Yadav, the captain, who hasn't had a great game thus far.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit quicker than the last one, maybe, but I don't know, KB, what do you think? Drops his arm?
It's a triple block, and Toofans' defense, they need to see this. So they were reacting really late. I mean, he was dropping his arm, and you see that there's not any hard hit coming. You need to be down there, at least someone.
Prince, who served the ace at the back end of the last set, goes for that exactly the same serve, and it causes some issues again. Churio drags one wide again, and this is Delhi making life very difficult for themselves. And this is a wild, wild play, and this is what I mean. You have to be consistent in everything you do, and the consistency isn't quite there at the moment. That's very good. Churio off the hands this time, makes it count. That's probably one of his best swings of the game, KB. Stays high.
First, he's missing his diagonal hit. He gets set again. He can't bring it on the ground, so he gets another one. So 3 sets in a row to Churio. So it's the go-to man at the Delhi Toofans. And now he's serving.
His serve's gonna be key. Wider play, Dickinson! Slaps the line! And that is an arm opening up wonderfully and turning it to the line at a key time. I'm sorry, but Aravinda coming off the bench has certainly made a difference. He's put that ball in a better spot, the hitting errors are less.
5-4 now, Dickinson with a 1-point lead for the Guardians. Now slowly raising the game, Goa. That will not help. Once again, a serve that crashes into the bottom tape of the net. That never works. 5 apiece in set number 5. In what shouldn't have been an even battle, because Delhi were expected to win on a canter, especially with the form they showed in the first 2 sets. Then they allowed Goa a way back. Aravindan to Dickinson, pushes it. Saklen keeps it in play. Not a great set. Saklen has to go with the third ball. Oh, chance again. Anuvi 3, it's gone through. No, slight hesitation in that triple block. They weren't quite sure whether to go up or not. And Man Mountain Manoj right in the heart of that block. Can't stop that attack from coming in.
Many attempts needed to score, but finally with a triple block up, he found the way.
Service from Berrios. The pass is equal to it. Sort of turn to the line from Manoj again. That's what KB was on about earlier, but this time there was no connection. This time it's wider to the pin. High off the hands, Menzel. And that's wow! If you're going to win these sorts of games, you need to ride your luck a little bit and go up with at least want to end on a good feeling and give themselves a small hope, you never know, of going through.
Delhi, before this game, they had their fate in their own hands. They had to win both games 3-0, 3-1 to go through. Now, even if they lose this one, there will be an outside chance of making it through, but then they will depend on a lot of other results featuring Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Chennai. So it's going to get messy for Delhi. Well, Chirag gets 1 more point. A tipping serve that Delhi can't dig. They can't pass. Can they finish this game though?
Chirag had great serves already, but not as efficient as this one we can see right now. So this is between 2 players, exactly where you want to go. And he finally finds it.
He sort of has a weird arm, doesn't he? He sort of drops a little bit and then extends again. But it's a good serve all the same. Oh, through the middle this time. That's one way to get back. Ayush been critical of the middles from Delhi this year, but that was good.
Ayush, tall man, shows that bit of aggression, goes off court. Short shift and gone. Avinash comes in as a service substitute with those lovely fluorescent green shoes that he's wearing. I love those sneakers.
Well, let's see. You feel like Delhi just needs something to perk them up a bit, and a good serve would do that, but the pass is really well structured, really well solid.
Well, that almost blew the net away. That shot, that slap from Manu James. 7-8-7 now as Delhi give themselves a glimmer of hope of winning this one. Time now for an Amul Cool technical timeout. Stay tuned.
Well, this league is so crazy that only Calicut cannot qualify. Delhi take 2 points. They can wiggle their way off the league this evening. And Chennai and Hyderabad still have to do some big work in this league. There's only a few nights left, but there is a lot of drama coming our way. Final coming up next Sunday.
The Kerala derby coming up right after this on this Sunday night. This game has gone on forever. A service error from Delhi. Once again, a freebie. You can't afford freebies at this hour, at this point of the game, Delhi.
Yeah, both teams are giving nothing away. And every point is counting. Every mistake right now.
Yeah, the drama is certainly unfolding in front of our eyes, and you have to keep going for your serves, because we know that cookies get absolutely battered back at you, so you might miss 1 or 2, but at the same time, that's through, and that is Anu James again, who for me has been a real game changer tonight. He must have felt a little bit left out in that loss against the Chennai Blitz, but him coming back in has certainly made a difference. It's like Manoj Nair.
$13 points for Anu James tonight. The lefty universal has certainly made a case for the coach to give him more game time. Dickinson! Straight to Saklan. Churio keeps it in play. Free ball to Goa. Dickinson now. Aravindan shots it. No! Oh, Goa. No, Goa, no. They have a certain wave of momentum in this rally.
Great defense, Netner super defense, and it's a
team,
review.
Goa.
The coach has
Block
just thrown the
Throwing it.
pedal inside.
He has thrown
Also-
everything at him. But, I mean, set 2 or 3 and 3 were wild in drama. We go to another review. What could be so influential by the end of the set. To the middle, there's absolutely nothing on it. So therefore, if you're looking for a touch, where are you looking for the touch from? Or is there a net touch coming through? Well, no surprise, review's unsuccessful. And Delhi, Saklane Tariq, we spoke about him last really drag this team through. And I think that's what we're looking at the moment. Sakle Tarak again.
2-point lead. Delhi have to focus. Oh, yes! That is why Aravindan is a pure pedigree setter. And that's proof. Such a smart chess move that check and made, boys.
Smart play. And they've been talking about it before. They talked about it whenever you have the chance, when the reception is on point, just go and take this point.
Now with the serve, Aravindan. Oh, off the net. Anu has been blocked. Scores are level. What's up, Delhi? And what's he gonna do, Goa?
Yeah, well, they might just come back again. Who knows in this game? Who knows in this league? The New India Assurance super block. He is a blocking machine out there this evening.
Yeah, shut the door on that spike from Anu James. This time that lefty misses. Keeps going cross court. Sakle now for Churio. Has been blocked. Prince is everywhere. We have multiple branches in this city, says Prince and company.
Look at him, look at his left hand, New India Assurance super block. And now watch Prince, his pose for the camera.
Timeout, the Delhi Toofans. This is looking like a reverse sweep. Well, not quite a reverse sweep, but coming back and winning 3-2 is special. Next up, the Kochi Blue Spikers versus the Calicut Heroes in what is a basement clash, but I think that's a real game of pride.
Yep, nobody wants to finish bottom of the table. Last year's champions, Calicut Heroes, their campaign is over. So is Kochi's. Both those teams playing for their fans. They come from the beautiful state of Kerala. Passionate volleyball fans. It's one of the hotbeds of volleyball in this country. That's match number 30 of this league stage coming up right after this. Sakle. Anu, this time not blocked. Even Prince can't stop Anu because he made an alignment change. Found a slightly different angle. Goes past the block.
Yeah, this time the left hand to the sideline. He shows he can come both ways.
11 apiece then. And a late call for a Skapia super point from the Goa Guardians coach, Mr. Jyotish. Will that gamble be costly to Goa? Chance now. Anu James has made service errors today. Just put the ball through. Maybe he can attack Chirag. That's exactly where he's gone. No, the Libero comes in. Aravindan. 5! Boom! Goa win this point. 13-11.
Well deserved. Perfect reception. They're taking the pipe. Skapia super point. No one expecting this. Look at the blockers of the Toofans. Door wide open.
Aravindan has certainly changed this game. The question will be, how has he not played a little bit earlier on in the league? Because Rohit was struggling for connection with the hitters, and Rohit wasn't quite delivering that pipe. Attacking for Delhi, they might have just thrown this one away.
Potential match point. This is also a Skapia super point, which is worth 2. If Goa win this point, they'll have the game. Another 5-setter. Finish loading. And it's done! That's gone long! No reviews left! Goa win in 5 again! It's been a hapless campaign, but they will finish on a high, leaving Delhi high and dry. Delhi had it. They won the first 2 sets. This is a comeback for the ages. Goa somehow managed to sneak through and eke away with a win. Delhi switched off after winning the first 2 sets. They looked lost, out of sorts, out of ideas, out of execution. execution. And the Goa Guardians, in their inaugural season, in their debut season, end their campaign on a high. Having said that, if a few other results go their way, they may still make it through to the semi-finals. Good to see those hugs between the team owners and the bosses. That's what you want to see more of, and this is incredible for the result. Mr. Raju Chekuri, a wonderful man, the owner of the Goa Guardians, and that's how it ended. A Scapia super point. Carlos Berrios normally buries them. Is this one long? Raju Chekuri is thrilled to bits. That's what he wants to see his team do. Wow. This is Goa's third win. This is the 5th game they played that went to 5 sets. They played the most number of sets, Goa, in this league. And they have their third win. A win that will perhaps knock the wins out of Delhi's campaign. They are still alive, but only mathematically. They have one more game in hand, and that's how it ended. A scoreline that should have said 3-0 for Delhi is 3-2 for Goa. Well done. Back in just a bit with the presentation.
Guardians in another 5-setter as we have a look at some highlights of a Goa Guardians. And that was first advantage to the Delhi Toofans, but this is a goer side that love going the distance, and with Prince in their side, they always have the chance of making blocks. And tonight, he was very, very smart, very aggressive, but so was Ayush. The middle battle was a fun one. Two teams both desperate for a win. Ideally, Goa needed a 3-0 or a 3-1 to keep their hopes alive, but the 3-2 certainly wouldn't diminish their chances of a Final Four. This has been another game for the ages here. Churio was hot and at sometimes cold. His best very, very strong. But as this game went to the wire, Goa just kept hanging on in there. A couple of times in sets, they were behind and they were down. Prince with an ace serve to see us go to a fifth and final set. And that man, Carlos Berrios, who has hardly made a hitting error all year, started to leak a couple towards at the end today. It was Goa's day in what could be their last game in their first season as a franchise, but they have given it everything. Well, the stats at 32 spikes to 37. Delhi better on the net. The unforced errors as well, but look at the blocks. And I think that Prince made a large amount of those blocks. Let's have a look at the points table, telling us big stories. Goa up to fourth. Chennai back down to fifth. And now Chennai and Hyderabad have to win their final game, as does Delhi. This league in the last few evenings is going to be electric. Let's head down to Sartek for the presentation.
And they keep that dream alive. The Goa Guardians, trailing by 2 sets, come back to win 3 straight sets. And another thriller here at the Prime Volleyball League. What a performance. Alongside me today, I have someone who's cheering the loudest, Mr. Raju Chekuri, the owner of the Goa Guardians, and he loved every bit of it. Representing RR Kabil, Mr. Gopal Krishna, a proud customer of Skapia, Mr. Shriman Mattapalli. And we thank our sponsors, RR Kabil, Skapia, New India Assurance, NTPC, Bank of Baroda, Amul, Mutual Fund Sahiye, Red Bull, Cello, Costco, Net Enrich, Eakin by Paragon. And we start this presentation party by calling on the Skapia game changer of the match, Aravindan. Immense pressure. The chips were down, but they turned it around, and how? Never easy when you're down by 2 sets, and Aravindan was phenomenal. And now for the RR Kabil, player of the match. The hard rahe the Prince, blocks bhi shandar, spikes bhi utne hi dhamakedar. Aa jaiye, aap hain aaj ke player of the match. हर पहलू में कमाल का प्रदर्शन दिखा आपके द्वारा आज, और इस कोर्ट के शहंशाह बने आप प्रिंस. चर्चा करना चाहेंगे आपके साथ. हरियाणा से आप आए हैं, हैदराबाद की इस भूमि पर आज छाए हैं, कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं?
काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है. हम सोच के आए थे कि 3-0 करेंगे, बट हार्ड लग रहा, हम 3-0 नहीं कर पाए, बट हमारी टीम ने बिल्कुल भी हौसला नहीं तोड़ा. हम लोग बहुत अच्छा खेले, हमने 2 सेट हारने के बाद भी कमबैक किया.
Raju, what is it about this team? They love these 5 sets, don't they?
Yeah, let me correct Prince here. We did 3-0, but after 2-0. So we got 3-0 in a row, 3 in a row. But I think it's a very resilient team. Yeah. It's an awesome team. I think we're just kind of warming up, I guess. We need 24 more games or something. But I had to give it to these guys. They played their hearts out. Thanks to Delhi for a phenomenal fight. It was a great game to watch.
And there was a moment there where you were pointing towards the mind. And they do have that mentality. There's something different about this team when it comes to the mindset.
Yeah, what happens is, these guys are young boys, lots of testosterone, they want to smack it, but you got to mix up with your brain and your body, right? You got to mix it up a little bit, and they did that today. They played very smart.
The clutch mentality, बहुत बढ़िया मानसिकता, Prince. आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
मैं बस यही कहना चाहूँगा कि ऑक्शन से पहले शायद मेरे ऊपर काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस उठाए जा रहे थे, बट मेरी टीम ने, मेरे ऑनर ने, मेरे कैप्टन ने, सबने मुझे ट्रस्ट किया और मैंने शायद प्रूव करके दिखाया.
बढ़िया प्रदर्शन, बेहतरीन. शुक्रिया प्रिंस, शुक्रिया. Thank you Raju, thank you for your time. What a day it has been. We have one more epic contest coming up, sending it back to our commentators.
Well, many thanks for that, Sarthak, and Prince obviously making a point, making his presence felt. It was never going to be easy for the Goa Guardians. Although they were out of contention for the semi-finals inside the first two sets, his RR Kavi player of the match performance ensured that Goa Guardians not only played for pride, but also ensured that they had a win to show for in their swan song appearance in Season 4. And by virtue of that victory, Goa Guardians have ensured they have had a spirited fights KPR game changer of the match performance. Also came from one of their very own, and Nathaniel Dickinson ensured that he continued to land those thunderous spikes across the court. And Prince ensured that a king-size performance have kept Goa Guardians plenty to smile. And this was in the fifth set. And a mutual fun sahi hai moment of the match. Saw how the captain Chirag Yadav, who had a forgettable outing in the previous encounter, land a beautiful roll. All that he needed there was a deft touch to kill the point softly. Goa, by virtue of playing the fifth five-setter, have prevailed, but that was just part one of the doubleheader Super Sunday. Next up is the Kerala derby between the Kochi Blue Spikers and the Calicut Heroes in not too long from now. Stay tuned.
What a rocking Sunday this has been. The Goa Guardians giving Delhi a scar that they shall remember for a long time. They lost the first 2 sets, it was done, and then that man who has always believed in his side had a chance to feel that euphoria once again, to see his team, the Goa Guardians, win a prime volleyball league game. This is the 5th 5-setter they won. This is their 3rd win in the tournament, and they have well and truly ended their league stage on a high. We've had an absolute blast calling this game from the English commentary box. Let's take a look at where this team finds itself on the points table. Yes, they are in the top 4 with 10 points. The problem though with Goa is that they've played too many 5-setters, and that means that they couldn't get more points, as many points as they should have. Sadly, Goa are at 4, but it looks like, given the scenario, Louis, this is the end of the campaign. They can't qualify.
Chennai need to beat Mumbai, which is tough. But if Chennai beat Mumbai, they go above Goa. Okay, so that's done. Hyderabad then play the Thunderbolts, so Kolkata. Kolkata win it, they go up to 9 points, which is where Hyderabad is. Okay, so they stop Hyderabad, they go alongside Hyderabad. The issue now for Goa is that then Delhi would play against the Thunderbolts. So that game would be, if Delhi win, all of a sudden they make 2 points. Maybe they can get through on set points against Delhi. Maybe that's the way they can get through. Now looking at the set scores, it's interesting. But then the Thunderbolts, if they win both of their last games, okay, they're still there. So maybe looking at it now with all of the maths, it's my bad, looking at it with a bit more detail, maybe there's a chance with set difference.
Exactly. It's not over. A glimmer of hope. A bleak one, but put that mathematics aside, Goa have been truly the most entertaining side, and what a mess, unfortunately, Delhi have made tonight. This was their game to win, Carla.
They had it on their hands, so they just gave it up. And another thrilling game. Goa at the end took the momentum, and that's what it is all about in volleyball.
Right, you know, there are stars and then there are stars. Now, Prince has been in royal form. He has been their star middle blocker, one of the top 5 in the league as well. And once again, he comes to the party and stops most attacks that came his way from Delhi.
Yeah, and I think he made them at key times as well, which is even more. We sort of talked about his hitting efficiency. I thought it was a little bit better tonight. And he was the 13th or 11th best middle blocker or middle player in the league tonight. But the blocks, he was always at the forefront. But all of a sudden, he's come to the party. And I would have liked to have seen Jazim just a bit more in front of him there. But these are the moments that he spearheaded the comeback, and I think he was their best player, and he was the man that they looked to, and he led them on their journey back.
The best piece of selection that we saw from Goa today was to bring Aravindan in, and he proved to be the game changer. They should have brought him in much earlier in the campaign. Aravindan, super.
Yeah, at least try him out when the sets on Dickinson as well were not in the best shape. So I'm really impressed of him, and I liked him to see him play today.
Yeah, you know, they went with Rohit because he was serving well, but Rohit's setting, which is his primary role, wasn't working. The moment this guy came on court, Louis, things started to move for their offense.
Yeah, we've been saying it the whole season. And no disrespect to Rohit, I think he's had a really good season in terms of his serving, and he's had an okay season, but he struggled getting the ball into the right zone, and especially that connection with the pipe and Dickinson, it wasn't working. But you can just see when the players run to him and they treat him like that, they know what presence he's brought to the court.
A 3-2 result, a close game. Both teams were on the brink of qualifying. Who goes through, we don't know, but I think for the next game, the mathematicians can take a break. Because what's coming up is a Kerala derby with 2 teams, nothing to lose, playing for pride. Nobody wants to finish number 10. That's what's on their minds. It's the Kochi Blue Spikers versus the Calicut Heroes. That's coming up live on the other side of this break. Back in just a bit. It's time for one last look at these two teams. Last year's champions, the Calicut Heroes, have had a poor campaign. They've lost 5 games. They won that last game against the Kolkata Thunderbolts. They're at number 10 and they're up against the Kochi Blue Spikers from that wonderful state of Kerala, God's own country. It's been a hapless campaign for these two teams. But first we'll focus on the Calicut Heroes. They came into this tournament as the defending champions with a changed squad. This is how things have gone for them. It went from bad to worse, and then out of nowhere, Louis, they beat the Kolkata Thunderbolts in straight games, and we thought, where has this team been? This is the time when we look back at their campaign and try and assess what's gone wrong.